All right, what is up, DTMS heads? It is me, your favorite or least favorite podcast producer, Brandon J. Hurst, back for yet another episode of Does That Make Sense? You're going to notice that this one is a little bit unorthodox because we do not have the boss man here. He has taken yet another vacation. So we're doing something a little bit different here. This week, I'm going to have the other podcast producer here, Ryan Thomas, with me. Ryan, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, man. What's going on?
Doing all right, dude. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Getting a little excited for this.
You nervous?
A little bit.
Don't mess it up.
I won't. I'll try. I'll try my hardest. I might mess it up a little bit.
All right. Well, we got some fun stuff in store. Not too much to talk about. We're going to do our best to replicate what Andy does. So here, hang on one sec.
Does that make sense?
No, that does not make sense. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Doesn't make any sense.
We're going to be talking none about leadership, fatherhood, or any of that junk. We're just going to have fun the whole time here. And we're going to try our best because we've never done this before. So you're going to see what it looks like without a professional podcast host here. So, Ryan, what's been going on, dude?
Not much. Just working at Safe House with you, being on the road with you.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Tell me about this trip, even though I was there.
It was fun. Met some cool people. Met some homeless people. Met some...
Dude, so many homeless people in Owensboro, huh?
A ton of homeless people.
What is going on over there?
They need money.
Yeah.
They need to fix something. I think that's what they're doing on that street. They're like, we need as many hotels as we can have.
I mean, beautiful city. That's the crazy part. Like, it looks like they put tons of money into it. However, it just, there's so many, like, unhoused individuals just running around.
Yeah, they're all over the place like cockroaches down there.
Yeah, you want to talk about summer? Should I talk about summer?
You can talk a little bit about summer.
Talk about summer. All right, so we're outside, after a long day of work, and we're sitting around, hanging out, having a couple brews. It's what we do at the end of one of these trips, or at the end of a work day. And a lady came up on a bike that looked like a rented bike. I don't know. Do you think it looked rented or owned?
The fact that it had a basket on it made me feel like she gets up to no good with that bike. So
yeah,
she's probably rented, then owned. Yeah, stolen, one would say.
Yeah. Now Summer made it very clear that she had a house, but apparently she came up to us and she could not sit still. She was just
she's a homeless person.
Yeah, like a traditional unhoused, but could not sit still. Anyway, she tells us, she says that she let this guy named Reed crash on her couch because he seemed nice. He's homeless, but he's nice, is what she said. Mm-hmm. She started by saying unhoused, but I mean, we knew what she meant, but just in case we didn't know what she meant, she then said homeless. Said that she gave him, he stole her last $75, and she was going to use that to buy paper towels. And she came up to us, she's like, have you seen a guy named Reed running around here? I'm like, how am I supposed to know there's a guy named Reed running around here? There was a guy in and out of our hotel that looked like he could have been unhoused. I realize how terrible all this sounds.
Matched the Reed.
Yeah, he matched the Reed. He fit the description. So I was honestly kind of like, I was locked in. I wanted to find this guy for her, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said he stole her last $75, and if we see someone named Reed, she didn't have a plan. She didn't say, tell him I'm looking for him. She didn't say anything. I even asked her at one point, I was like, what is your plan if you locate this guy? Like, what's the next step?
What did she say to you?
She said, I haven't thought that far ahead. And we didn't see her again. Nate said, double back. And if we see him, we'll try and keep him hanging out. And then that way we could do whatever we're going to do, like get your money back from this guy or whatever. But she made it very clear she had no plan on how she was going to get her money back from this guy, if that money was even still in existence.
Yeah, $75 is a lot for some paper towels. There had to be more to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, she had a couple of the other signs that were, saying that she probably wasn't making the healthiest of life choices, but
paper towels and some uppers.
Yeah, probably some kind of uppers. Dude, Halloween's right around the corner.
Yeah, what are you going to be?
You know what I'm going to be. What are you thinking about?
I haven't thought that far yet. At first, there was a plan to be SpongeBob characters.
We did talk about Bob. We were supposed to do that. Just the outfits for him. Like, instead of like actually doing yellow face or pink face, we were going to just get the drip right.
Yeah, and make it look nice and fashionable too. Mm-hmm. But I still haven't figured it out yet. My backup might be Spider-Man, just because it's so
easy.
Lexi wants a bunch of Spider-Mans at the party, so
she does. I think she didn't say this, but I think she wants to recreate the Spider-Man meme where they're all like pointing at each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know, dude. I'm thinking I'm going to be Ellie Williams from The Last of Us Part 2. The game, not the show.
Not Joel? You got the beard for it.
I know I do have the beard for it, but I'm not going to shave the beard either. I'm just going to be like Elliot Williams pretty much. But I got the hair for it, dude. Look, I already got it styled like Ellie's going to have it styled.
Yeah, dude.
So I put it on this way today.
Get it like nice and tied back and everything.
Dude, I'm so back with the worst haircut you've ever seen.
No, I like it. I didn't even notice it yesterday until you like put your hair up, but looks good. Nice haircut.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I had to get a new driver's license. Had a birthday last Tuesday, so was a little late getting to the BMV, but I had to get it done.
Yeah.
Went and got a haircut, hated it.
That's okay.
Asked the lady at Cost Cutters if she could do my beard too, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, how much is it? And she's like, $15. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? I don't feel like shaving when I get home, so I figure you're a professional, you'll take care of it.
Yeah.
It was the worst $15 I've ever spent in my life. I went home and shaved.
What did she even do? Did she just hit it with one guard?
So I had a little bit of a neck beard going, and she kind of got rid of like most of it and then got rid of some of the stuff on the cheek. She's like, what else you want done? I was like, a little bit right here, a little bit right here. I had to tell her what I wanted. And then after it was done, there was just still like a couple hairs left over. Like, God bless her heart, but I just would never pay for that again.
Yeah. First time with beards.
Yeah, it seemed like it was. I mean, it's a salon. It's not like a barber, so I don't know what I expected, but
I feel that. I actually like getting my beard touched up whenever I can, just because, I don't know, I feel like my hair is so thin that like it needs to be like super like precise. Otherwise you're going to see the mistakes. So
yeah, I get it, man. I mean, good. Precision was not this lady's strong suit. I'll tell you that. Dude, what do you like better, the game, Last of Us, or the show?
Probably the game. The show was good in the first season, but kind of took a little bit of a not so violent turn in the second season. Mm-hmm. And I think just having the story for the first time, it's like, even if I would have, I don't know, I feel like maybe if I would have experienced the show first before the game, which would have been impossible, it might have held up, but I already knew the story. The show just had a threshold it had to meet compared to the game.
Yeah.
So.
And I heard what you said about like it took a less violent turn. Mm-hmm. And it is a bummer that like violence is something I kind of like wanted in the show, but not for the sake of like it being gratuitous or because like I wanted to see it, but because that played such a vital role in the de-evolution of not only Ellie's character, but also Joel's character.
Yeah.
Like when you're first introduced to Joel, he's a father and his little girl gets taken from him. And when you're first introduced to Ellie, she is a very like vulnerable little girl. And, you know, him having to take her across the country, he had to kill a lot of people and a lot of zombies to get her there safely. And, you know, no spoilers, by the time he ends up getting there, you know, the inevitable ends up happening. And then the second game comes around, or the second season, and, you know, something happens that sends Ellie on a rampage, and that rampage is like a very complicated part of her character that I feel like they just completely, I don't want to say they completely abandoned it because they had hints of it, but like there was a certain amount of depth because she did things that you wouldn't have expected that same little girl that you traveled across the country to do. And she did it with like red in her eyes.
Yeah.
Like, and she meant it. She had no problem calling someone a mother after she like took him down or something. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot more to it that like made it, is this someone that I want to root for? And I think that's a very important like part of your protagonist. Like we watched Eddington the other day, and you know that movie, by the way, absolute nightmare because that's what Ari Aster's best at. But like excellent picture. I really liked it.
Yeah, I wanted to root for him. Even towards the end, I was like, come on, man.
Dude.
Stop making these decisions.
You gotta stop, dude. What are you doing?
I think you might be able to get out of this one.
Yeah. It's like, and it was all caused by his own, but even still at the very end of the movie, though he was making terrible decisions that you could never see yourself or anyone you know making, you were still like, come on, dude. You're this close to getting away. And by this time, he's a criminal.
Yeah.
Like a felon.
Mm-hmm. Going back to the Last of Us stuff, I think part of the reason that the violence fell so flat was because of the type of character they had. We've had many conversations about Bella Ramsey, but I just feel like I think she worked for the first episode, but not the first episode, the first season, but the second season there was just a lot more maturity in Ellie that she just failed to bring to the table.
She didn't. She stayed 13 even though she was supposed to be like 7 years older.
Even though the show was like, she isn't 13 anymore. And I'm like, yeah, she is.
Yeah. And I think it's important to note that like Bella Ramsey gets quite a bit of hate for her performance. I think she killed it, especially in the first season. I don't blame her for it as much as I do like whoever ended up directing the later episodes or wrote, or not even wrote, I guess adapted the script from the game into the later episodes. Mm-hmm. In her first appearance in the second season, she was wrestling around with that like big butch dude in the barn.
Yeah.
And like when she was done, she had like a little raspiness, like a lowerness to her voice. It sounded like she was going to do something different for the rest of the season. Like, oh, she is older. It sounds like she's older. And then that scene passes back to her high-pitched 13-year-old kind of sounding voice, which, you know, I mean, I don't want to blame her for it, but that's you know, it's half her, it's half the director for not being like, hey, you sound like you're 13. You're supposed to sound older.
Yeah.
And they got it on that first scene, but then they bailed on it for the rest of the show. And then they turned her into a freaking dad, dude.
Yeah, she's a dad, dude. She's going to be a dad. It's an exciting thing. For a 13-year-old girl going through the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm going to watch season 3 for sure, but I'm definitely like, I talked so highly of it. I spoke so highly of it. I got my mom to watch it. I tried to get my grandma to watch it, but she was already watching it when I tried to get her to watch it.
Yeah. I feel like part of the reason that whole dad comment made so many people upset was because Jesse was still very, very much engaged in the story. It's
very
like,
much.
There's already dad.
Yeah. There literally is still a dad. Y'all are talking about him like he's dead, and he's not dead.
Yeah.
We're just going to spoil The Last of Us on this episode. If you, this is a warning. If you want to watch or play The Last of Us, don't listen to this because we're probably spoiling something that you didn't want spoiled.
Yeah. Spoiler at the end. Maybe you'll take that clip and just throw it at the beginning.
Yeah. I'll probably just put a spoiler warning or something on screen before we get into it.
There you go.
Ashley Johnson's voice, the lady who played Ellie Williams in the game, I love it. You can recognize it from a mile away. If you hear it, you're like, that's Ashley Johnson.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. She obviously, as a full-grown adult doing a 13-year-old voice, did a very good job of that 13-year-old voice. So then when she was older, she just did her regular voice a little bit more, and it worked. But Bella's smaller. She has this appearance that she's younger, even if she's not. Like she seems like she's never going to grow up past however old she is.
Yeah. Which I feel like is a good, like it can be forgiven since if you didn't know what the story is going to be, but like considering The Last of Us, the entire story has been out for years, that like they should have I feel like they should have accounted for the fact that there's going to be a massive time jump and like all this maturity that happens when they pick the actor. But I don't know, maybe they thought they had the right one and then it was like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah. Still, I don't blame her because there were quite a few parts where I was like, oh, watching the scene like with Nora with the red on her face, like that had me. Yeah. Because that was the bit of violence that they actually let Ellie have. Like in the game, she would kill people that you felt like that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, but like it was for survival and that kind of thing. Like there's a point in the game where she kills a dog that you end up finding out is an important character on the other side of things. And when she does it and you feel bad while it's happening, while you're watching it. And then she finishes, brushes it off her shoulder and is like, oh, stupid dog. And it keeps moving. It's like, oh my gosh, just a heartless woman. Dog. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it bums me out a little bit that I don't want to say they fumbled the bag completely because there was a lot of things that they did very well. Mm-hmm. However, there was just quite a few parts where it felt like they just missed the mark. Yeah. And they could have turned her into John Wick. And it would have made perfect sense because if you play the game the right way, she is John Wick. Yeah. And they missed out on that. I feel like they promoted a lot more action in the second season. And it just didn't pan out the way that it did in the game, which had way more action than the first one.
Yeah. I agree. They probably should have taken their time with the second season. I mean, the second game is double the size of the first. The second season should be double the size of the first.
It is, which technically it is because they cut it off.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
and they're going to come back with the second part of the second game for season 3. Plus, I something that's easy to forget about. They were supposed to be in production or pre-production for season 2 during that whole writer strike and the production strike that was going on. So
yeah, that would add to it.
Yeah, I don't know if that like would completely dismantle everything they were working on or what, or if they just like once things got back up and going again, their time was even more limited than it was in the first place. I don't know, but I think it could be a lot of things that made it that way.
Yeah.
So
I got you.
Yeah, dude.
What's been new with you?
Dude, same thing. I got off that trip with you, which was cool. Kind of took it easy for the 2 days afterwards because we get Mondays and Tuesdays off after the trips. Got back into Safe House on Wednesday. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to be editing this podcast and being on call for Safe House. I guess I have some chimney guy coming out to my house tomorrow as well, so I got to be there for that.
Gotcha. That's fun. What was he doing? Just
I don't know.
Where did you...
Sliding down, bring gifts, maybe.
There you go. I forgot that you even had a chimney. It's a basement-only chimney, right?
No, we have 2 chimneys, dude.
Where's the one upstairs?
I don't even know. There's 2 chimneys on my house, and one of them leads to downstairs, and there's a second one that I don't know where it goes.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Nice house, though. I mean, I like my house. It's homey.
Yeah.
It smells like dog a little bit. What are you going to do?
It's not a block chimney, right? You could have a fire downstairs and it would actually... Okay.
Yeah,
I know some people will seal them off.
Yeah, at first we couldn't because there was like some kind of like flute issue. There's something in there called the flute and it wasn't on track or something. I don't know. So we had these initial chimney people come out to get that fixed. They fixed it, and then whatever they did around the top part of and this is the most interesting podcasting you're going to ever hear. They did some kind of sealing around where the chimney meets the roof, and it just like is falling apart. And they just did it. And then we tried to call that same company back. I wish I knew the name so I can put them on absolute blast on this podcast right now. But I don't, unfortunately.
You just flash it on the screen once you find it later on.
I guess I could do. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
No. Well,
don't want the entire internet to see this.
Yeah.
All 100 viewers that we might get on this pod.
Dude, you might save somebody from having a bad chimney job.
I know. They wouldn't answer our calls either, which is crazy.
Sounds dirty. Bad chimney job?
Yeah, bad chimney job, and then all of a sudden disappears, not to be heard from anymore.
We just watched a new show that came out yesterday called The Chair Company.
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of the scene of him trying desperately to get in contact with the chair company that broke from underneath him, only for him to get beat up by a dude and told to stop looking into the chair company.
Yeah.
You're gonna get met by some chimney guys pretty soon. You keep talking about it.
I think it's a good point. Maybe I should chill out and stop looking for these guys. That was a good show, though. I mean, it's only one. I can't say it's a good show, but like the pilot is pretty solid. I liked it.
I am biased towards it just because I heard Canton in Northeast Ohio, our area. Right. So I was like, oh, let's see what this is going to do.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it takes place in Columbus, and the mall they're supposed to be building is in Canton, Ohio, which we did not know going into the show. We just watched it because Tim Robinson, and I think he should leave.
Yeah, it was weird. They're like, Canton, Ohio. It's like,
yeah,
what is going on? Why here?
I don't know. I mean, it is a funny place to be like, this is the new spot for a mall. Like a bunch of cornfields and hillbillies are going to be going to this mall pretty much.
It's funny. We have a mall right in the middle of Canton, too.
Is there already a mall?
Yeah, it's a big Belden Village Village mall.
That sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever been, though.
Yeah, so I'm curious if they're going to film anything. Like, most of the first episode, there wasn't any type of shots that would have showed anything, but I didn't look
at any.
I didn't either, but they did say that they filmed in Columbus for the first episode for a couple of the shots, so maybe they might go to Canton. I'm surprised that I'm not seeing anything, though, with filming being down here.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm looking forward to the next episode of that. That'll be good.
Sundays, 10 p.m.
Yeah. We didn't go to school for communications like Andy did, so we might have a hard time filling time. So we came with tons of fun stuff to do and games and would you rathers and a bunch of reaction clips. So we're going to be scraping the absolute bottom of the barrel for this. I just can't. There's this little theory that YouTube's algorithm really wants you to post. Like if you post at the same time on the same day every single week, the algorithm will notice that you are a reliable content creator. Mm-hmm. So you're more likely to get put into the streams that'll get you more and more views. And being that Andy is on vacation this week and we didn't have anything prepared, I did ask him if he wanted to try and throw something together with his phone while he was down there, maybe with like his sister or with Dan or something. Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, no, I like that idea. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And
nothing at all.
Nothing from him. We called him yesterday, and you know what we got.
Yeah, it's not too late, dude. He might record something today. He might be on the beach right now.
Dude, you want to call him?
We can call him.
Do you want to take bets on whether or not he answers?
I don't want to take bets, but we can call him. I have a strong feeling.
We don't have to actually put money up for it.
Okay,
I'll give you all of these butt marbles if he answers.
Oh, okay.
And if he doesn't answer,
you gotta give me 20.
20 what?
Mine is still money. Yours is marbles, but mine is...
Oh, okay. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal.
This guy right here, this little LeBron James, he's all yours.
Okay. We're just auctioning off belongings that are not ours.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Why not? This is the first time we've ever tried doing something like this. This was also not a part of the plan, but let's just see what happens.
Wow, that's so clear. I didn't think I was going to be able to hear that so well. Oh, but he can't hear us. Oh, he can't hear me.
He can hear me.
Yeah.
You reached the voice. Please leave a message. I just sounded the beep.
If you know Andy, you've heard this a time or two, I guarantee it. Hey, Andy, I just wanted to reach out and see if you had a minute to talk. Ryan and I are currently in the middle of something that we wanted to get your input on. So if you get a sec, give me a call back. If not, I will talk to you when you get back from vacation. Sorry to bug you again. All right, bye-bye.
He's running alongside the beach right now, dude.
Yeah, no, he's not, dude. He's sitting in there in his underwear, eating popcorn, just relaxing.
Dude, if I'm not mistaken, that was 3 rings and then a voicemail. I didn't ring
you
the
think
full
he sent
time.
me?
I think he might have sent you. I think he saw it. Was like,
nah, I don't got the time for it. You think so?
Maybe.
Dude, he better not have. I'm going to be mad.
There's a joke. I don't know who says that joke. Maybe somebody can help me out. But there's a joke that talks about, how, like, if you hear 6 rings, you know it. They just didn't see it. And if you don't hear a ring at all, their phone's probably off. But if you hear 2 rings and then it goes to a voicemail, you got a problem.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye out. Maybe he'll text us or something.
Yeah.
He does not know we're doing this. We are doing this unbeknownst to him whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So we're going with a forgiveness, not permission kind of approach with this one. We're just going to go ahead and send it and post it. There's a really solid chance that episode 13 will not be on YouTube. Kind of like an elevator. You know, you ever hear that old wives' tale about elevators, how I guess 13 is such an unlucky number that a lot of elevators will just go straight from 12 to 14 and there is no 13th floor.
It's funny how like a lot of buildings do that.
Yeah.
It's like just a superstition, but like the whole world is on board with it. It's like, why would we take that chance?
I know, isn't that weird?
Just in case.
You got to think, dude, even engineers are like, we're not taking any chances on this one. Lives are at stake.
I wonder if there's any buildings that like don't, they go against the grain. They're like, we're going to have 3 13 floors actually.
This is floor 13A, floor 13B.
That would be funny, actually. Every single floor is just 13, and then the actual number is just a letter. Mm-hmm. Just to pay homage to it.
Mm-hmm. All right, dude, what do you think? I got a couple would you rathers. I know you got a couple too. Do you want to do any? Or do you want me to do like maybe a one's got to go first? What are you thinking?
I saw a would you rather earlier that had me thinking, so I'll open it up. It was, would you rather be invisible to everybody, or would you rather be visible but everybody else, only the people are invisible, you just can never see anybody? Would you rather be seen, or would you rather do the seeing?
This one doesn't seem that hard. I would actually go with not be seen.
Just be invisible? Yeah.
Not to be a creep, but
like imagine a world just you can't see anybody.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. And then you are like alone,
but you can still hear everybody. So it's like you walk into and it's like, hey, Ryan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, you might as well just be blind at that point, but you can kind of see your surroundings. What happens if you run into someone?
There's going to be a lot of that, but there's also going to be that if you're invisible too.
No, not if I keep my eyes open. Yeah. Someone's going to run into me.
Dude, say goodbye to walking down the street days. Just every time. Just bumping into everybody.
Yeah. What do you think? What's your answer?
Probably be invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any benefit to not being able to see anybody.
No, I don't think there is, dude. I can only think of benefits for being invisible to get away with doing sneaky stuff like robbing banks or whatnot. I almost said corner stores, but why would I go rob a corner store if I'm invisible? That's kind of like small potatoes, you know?
Yeah, I read another one. This was a crazy one. It was a would you rather on Reddit, and it was, would you rather have a key that can open every door in the world, or would you rather be a door that can never be open? It was like, who's choosing door? Yeah. Who's like, I want to be a door?
Nobody. Like, that's a weird one. Who would pick door?
I don't know. He didn't reply to any of the comments either. He realized, he was like, maybe this wasn't the best one.
Dude, a little post it and ghost it. Just like post it and then forget that it was an absolute terrible post and not look at it ever again.
He knew he messed up. There's shame with that one. He was like, this is a terrible. Why did
I love when someone does like a rage bait post or something that is just objectively incorrect, and then you go to look at the comments and they turned them off.
What are you going to do about it? I can say whatever I want.
I'm such a big fan of rage baiting. I actually got a rage bait, at least one rage bait video for you here in a little bit. Yeah. Here's a would you rather. Would you rather, and this is on brand because of what I had to do today. Would you rather wait on hold for 3 hours, but instead of waiting music, there's someone whispering insults and threats at you the entire time? So yeah, I bet you hang up. I dare you hang up. Hang up right now.
You ain't got it in you to sit here for 3 hours. Come on, man.
Ugly as hell, bro. Go ahead. Hang up. I dare you. Don't you dare hang up right now. If you hang up, just confusing the heck out of you. Okay, so would you rather that, or would you rather wait with a presumptuous sales rep trying to sell you adult toys nonstop. So the guy's like, come on, I know you want the little tickler. I know you want this, dude. Just like constantly, like he knows you're going to buy something. He will not take no for an answer. He's just pestering and pestering and pestering.
Little pester. Nah, I'd probably pick one. I think I'd have fun with throwing in. Can the guy hear me back? Can I throw insults back at him?
No. Nope. It's like a recording. He can't hear you, but he knows you, and he's hitting you with very specific insults.
Very specific.
Very specific, dude.
It's like, why is your hair so black, bro? What are you doing? I still think I'd go with the insults. I just don't want to be trying to. I would hang up quicker if I was trying to be sold something. Eventually, I'd hit a point where it's like, I can't be here with this guy.
Yeah.
Insults, it's like
a little more manageable.
Yeah. I feel like one of them is just like a recording that you have to listen to. The other one's like you have to like participate. You have to be like, no, I don't want this. And he's like, but you have to take this. You need it. So
yeah, I'd probably pick that one too. I had one like this in the past too, with someone whispering insults at you, and I would probably just find more humor in that than I would in someone trying to force sex toys upon me.
Yeah, you might hear some bangers that you never knew could be thought of.
I know. I'd imagine I'd probably get a couple chuckles. I'd be like, oh. And then he hit me with one that was just below the belt, and I'd be like, I completely forget what I'm on hold for.
Hey man, what's your name? Who are you?
Doesn't answer because it's just a recording.
Just answers back with more very specific insults. Be kind of.
You got any other ones?
Not at the moment. Let me see if I could find one on
here. I have another one then here.
Do you?
Would you rather only be allowed to poop in public, but there's almost always something knocking aggressively, asking who's in there, and are you almost done? Or would you rather be only able to poop at your house, but your parents and siblings have to be there to backseat drive and make sure everything goes smoothly? Let you answer first because I set you up for failure here.
Man, yeah, neither of these sound good. I just don't want my family involved with me pooping, so I'd probably just by default pick the first guy.
Yeah, but think of the stress of that, dude. Don't you? Do you ever have someone knock on the stall or like on the door while you're in there and you're like, oh no?
Yeah, you're like, this is it.
Yeah, this is it. This is how it happens.
They're back seating from the outside of the bathroom.
No,
right?
they're inside the bathroom. When I say backseat driving, they're backseat driving, telling you're doing stuff wrong. You need to prop your legs up, get like a little squatty potty. Why are you need to wipe front to back, not back to front, Ryan.
I can't do that. That's the way no. I'd rather just deal with the guy being like, are you almost done in there?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, I'm not.
Dude, I don't know.
I mean,
I made it. No AI were used in the making of these, by the way. No AI was used. Rather.
I like the small addition of instead of him knocking, he's just like aggressively trying to get into the stall.
Oh, I like that. Jiggling the door handle. That's
you
good.
In there? Are you done?
He wants. What's your name? What's your name? I see your shoes. I see those white Sambas. Come out. Come on. I gotta go. Hurry up.
You're almost done, right?
Did you eat McDonald's? Smells like you ate McDonald's.
Man, this is terrible.
Yeah, we're going to turn all 32 followers or subscribers away with this episode, and I am completely okay with that because at least it's posted. We did the content. If I have to take it down, we have to take it down. It's fine.
This will live in the internet archives forever. Yeah, I'll show this to my kids when I'm like 20, 30.
Yeah, dude, it's okay. Who cares?
20, 30, 30, 40.
Yeah, I was about to say you're already...
I'm way past
20, 30 right now. All right, dude, you want to watch some of these videos we got?
Yeah, dude.
Let's start with yours. Grape etiquette, you said?
Yeah.
All right, so this one's called Grape Etiquette. Bust this one on open. Whoops.
This one's kind of long.
Grapes, don't pick up the bunch and pull off one grape at a time. Instead, potentially using grape scissors.
My good man, may I trouble you for some grapes? The grapes are downstairs. There's a bunch. Have at it. Excellent. Most excellent. And where do you keep your grape scissors? The what? The instrument with which you remove the grape from the vine. You can't possibly have me believe that you eat it with your hands. Yeah, much like with any other human being. You pluck them and you pop them in your mouth like an EDM festival. My God! It would appear that some of us are stuck in the evolution process. You Neanderthal! You have me believe that you pluck
The voice is great.
fingers like
It's amazing.
a beast! Oh, you plate. Hey, look here, Bridgerton. This ain't the royal family crib, man. Either you go eat them grapes or I will. I can't believe that I was in the midst of its countenance every time. Your very presence sullies my essence. I must remove myself.
Dude,
your very presence sullies my essence. I must remove myself.
It gives the same vibes as empty the compartments of thine pantaloons, good fellow.
That and the cranium, skull.
Oh yeah, cadaver. I should have pulled that one up so we could have it on the pod.
What do you call this in English?
A casket.
A coffin. What about this?
A ghoul.
A ghost. What about this?
A cadaver.
A skeleton. And this?
The cranium.
A skull. What about this?
A manor.
A haunted house. And this?
The cemetery.
A graveyard.
What do you say? Ghoul.
Dude, I hated
Ghost.
it. I mean, I liked that video. Everything after the first part of it. Etiquette training videos are they just reek of classism. I absolutely hate them, dude. There's one of them, I'm not going to pull it up, but there was one of them at one point where I think it was some lady or something, but they were teaching like this group of like black kids etiquette. It was very similar, ridiculous etiquette to that. And I just wanted to rip my hair out the whole time because I'm like, dude, whose idea was this?
I feel like I've seen that video. That sounds familiar.
You probably have. I'm like, dude, the parents subjected their kids to this nonsense just so they know which side of the plate to put the fork and knife on, and no elbows on the table. Keep your elbows at the side.
That used to be a rule for me.
Really?
At my house, no elbows on the table. That was a real rule at my house.
What would they do? They would
just yell at me and be like, "Hey, get your elbows off the table."
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Especially if you would because plates right in front of you, you typically don't have a reason to have your elbows on the table unless you're doing stuff like above your food, like chicken wing or something.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it didn't happen often, but I definitely remember that being a thing. I thought that was...
I've always heard it, and I've never ever had someone enforce it, but like because I heard it, I'll always look around at a table and see whose elbows are on it. And if I catch myself, I'll still do it just to try and seem a little bit fancier.
Yeah.
I had no table etiquette before Lexus, though.
I guess it was table. It was more like a manners thing, I guess, even though I don't think it really matters, but it didn't stick. I put my elbows on the table all the time.
Yeah, I still do.
So
I'll catch myself and I'll be like, all right, just do it. It's fine. Nobody cares, but it's just like I don't know. It's like a semi-OCD thing in my head that if I know there's a right way to do it, I'm going to try and do it the right way.
Yeah.
And I had no table etiquette pretty much until I got with Lexi, whose grandma is crazy about table etiquette. Like,
she was like, hey, yo.
I don't know if these rules are right, but like fork and knife on the left side, the spoon and something else on the right side. When you get your napkin, you put it on your lap. And, I'll still do that, but like, I don't know.
I don't remember any of the etiquette, but I like remember. I'm pretty sure it played a part in Kingsman. Do you remember that movie?
Manners maketh the man. I don't remember the table etiquette though.
Or maybe I'm thinking of another movie. There's something I'm remembering where someone had to go to a house and like they were basically like they didn't know any of the etiquette, so they were like kind of learning as they were going. But there's something above the plate too. There's another type of utensil. It might be another fork because there's like two types of forks. A salad. I can't remember what it is, but it's a lot.
Dinner fork, salad fork.
Yeah, when you there's like the charger for the plate and stuff.
Yes,
and there's a lot.
I was at a wedding recently, and there was I was like, what? It's charger, but I was like, what do they call this little nothing plate under here? And Lexi was like, I know there's a name for it. I can't think of it. None of the people at our table could think of it. So one of the dudes came over and I was like, hey man, I got a question for you. What do you call this little plate here that's underneath of the plate? And he's like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I have no idea. I was like, okay, I guess it's not that important. And we ended up looking it up and yeah, it's charger.
That's funny. I saw a video. I can't remember where it was, but I saw a video of someone that like accidentally used the charger as a plate to get food. And like, they were just being roasted by the whole family. It's like, how much classism do you have to roast somebody for putting food on a charger? It's just a bigger plate.
It's the bigger plate. I don't want to have to come up for seconds, dude. Honestly, there's more size. There's more surface area to fill.
What's the reason for having a plate for a plate? Now, if you go to cut something, that plate's going to move around because it's on a
That's true. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you
A
what.
lot of holes in this plan.
I know. It feels like it reeks of British excellence, dude.
Yeah.
It reeks of something the Brits
That's where it came from.
pushed on everybody.
They're like, we got to make sure these guys know real manners.
I
It's
know,
like,
man. For what? Their beans and whatever terrible food they have?
Their beans and croissant biscuits. And
Biscuits, dude. Biscuits and beans. That's pretty much all they have over
biscuits
there in
and
the UK.
beans.
All right, dude. We're talking about Rage Bait. I got a good one for you. Ready?
See it.
I can't get into my garage.
Look, I cannot move the car.
Why not?
Because I just can't move it.
Why can't you move it?
I just can't move it.
Well, listen, the cops are gonna come, they're gonna ticket it, and you're gonna get
Ticket.
towed. So it's either one or the other.
I
Which one do you
cannot
want?
move that car.
Well, only because you don't want to, because you're gonna be a prick about it.
Hey, why did you have to call me a prick?
Well, because dude, why don't you just be reasonable? You know it isn't right.
I cannot.
He's losing
Just
it.
do the right thing. No, yeah, you can. You just don't fucking want to. You know, we're done here.
Hey, nah, I'm playing. That's not my car.
Oh, well, fucking A, man. Jesus. Fucking A, man. You know what? You should be.
Dude, I absolutely love how much of a good sport that guy turned into at the end. Like, geez, F and A, man.
Dude, you could see his panic. He was getting pressed so hard. The stutter. It was just like...
It sounded like he was doing it on purpose almost. The ticket.
Ticket. And he was...
Do the right thing, man. He had a radio voice, didn't he, too?
He did.
Let's get to the ticket part again.
Either one or the other. Which
I
one do you
cannot
want?
move that car.
Well, only because you don't want to, because you're gonna be a prick about it.
Hey, why did you have to call me a prick?
Well, because dude, why don't you just be reasonable? You know it isn't right.
I didn't go far enough. We missed
I
it.
cannot.
Ticket.
Just do the right thing. No, yeah, you can. You just don't fucking want to. You know we're done here.
Hey, nah.
Well, listen, the cops are gonna come. They're gonna ticket it, and you're gonna get towed. So it's either
They're
one.
gonna ticket it. I don't know, dude. I just love Rage Bait. Unless it's like,
That one's good, too.
unless it gets me, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah. That one's funny. I like that one. This guy's... I'm trying to think about what this guy does for a living. He seems cool, but also... I don't know.
It feels like he has a radio voice. It's so deep and like smooth. He could absolutely do something with his voice if he's not already like doing like voiceover, like a radio type thing.
I can see that, or like an announcer or something.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my Rage Bait.
He was going too. He was really committing to that bit.
He was. All right, I'm going to skip mine and go back to one of yours now. This one is called Tropic Thunder Deleted Scene.
Oh yeah, I had never seen this. You might have seen this. Have you seen this?
Is this an actual deleted scene or are you capping me?
I don't think so. But
I remember when I built the pyramids,
have you seen it?
It was tough. It was tough as a motherfucker.
You built the pyramid?
Yeah, because we was hauling all the stuff up like that, but we did it all with sound, right? We did it with sound, and then we had a blanket. We had sound and we had a blanket, and it came down like that. You know? That's what I was tripping on. Hold on, don't move, we cool. What? I just want to keep him in check in case any evil spirits come in while I'm trying to commune with my innocent. Hold on now, don't make me take the clip out. Hold on, baby, we cool. Huh?
Was it? I feel like that it was either a deleted scene or they had like a little bit of that in the movie as like a behind the scenes on what his character was doing to get into character.
yeah.
Because he said, Andy misquoted it, but he's like, I'm just a dude just playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. So this could have been him like, I don't know. This could have been like some very meta, this is his character trying to figure out how to get into the mind of a black man.
Yeah, I had never seen this video before. You watched Tropic Thunder recently. Does that look familiar?
That's why I said if it was something where they were talking about how insane this guy was going, trying to get into the mind of this guy.
Yeah.
And this would have been like some behind the scenes footage.
The quality is so bad too.
I know it.
This feels like just like normal found footage. Like we shouldn't be seeing this.
Yeah.
You say, hang on, make sure the clips.
Dude, how do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. playing an Australian guy that does blackface? That extra degree of separation, I believe, is important.
Yeah, it is, and I'm fine. I'm okay with it. I watched the Joe Rogan podcast with him talking about it, and I see where he came from. It was a symbolic movie, not symbolic, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Meta.
Yeah, but like it had importance to it too.
Yeah,
like,
it did.
Like So
that's probably why they did that degree of separation where he's in Australia. He's playing an Australian guy who's doing the blackface. It's not Robert Downey that's doing the blackface.
Yeah.
It is.
Which, by the way,
it is.
The commitment you have to do for this, like he's not just throwing on a bunch of black paint. He's like fully committed, and I feel like that's the only way to do it. You can't like. Hey,
I think in the movie they said he had like a skin pigmentation surgery or something.
And they're just adding more explanation to it too.
I know.
No, he's not doing blackface. There's a lot that's going into this.
Yeah. He's essentially just doing what Michael Jackson did, but the opposite way, man. All right, this one, I know you love bugs. You're a big bug guy, dude.
Like bugs?
Yeah. You're interested in them, but you're terrified of them.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't as good as the bug video you sent me, but it's a good one.
Oh my goodness. You know, the amount of times we've been on a lake, we probably could have done something like this.
I'm happy that we didn't, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, ignorance is bliss kind of thing, you know?
That's so many bugs.
I know. I mean, you sent me a video. I don't have it. I wish I did.
That one.
There's so many more better ones that we didn't bring to the table here, but you sent me one where there was, like, just buckets of bugs in this boat where they were taking handfuls and scooping them out, and
I'm pretty sure they're just mayflies. They're just tons of mayflies. There's those like little tiny flies. They have like super puffy antennas or something, but they're weird and they're tiny, and there's millions of them out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
But good bait.
I guess. I don't know. Those are mosquitoes, so I don't think you can.
Oh,
really
were those
use,
mosquitoes?
They were very small, but in big flocks, hordes, swarms. Swarms.
Yeah. Speaking of swarms.
Yeah.
Thinking of New Orleans getting swarmed by all those mosquitoes, doing a little happy dance while we were.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about New Orleans.
That was rough.
Yeah, we wrapped up the second day of our New Orleans King Cat trip, and we were hanging out at the little pavilion with a couple of the locals who we really love to see. Like, absolutely great people. Dino, shout out. Dino, one of the greatest dudes that we've ever met on these trips. Just
his wife, Dawn, absolute heart of gold on both of them. We're just hanging out, same as usual, having a couple of beers at the pavilion, and the moment that sun went down, the lights came on, and it was...
The fun was over, dude. It was just like, we usually like all hold hands, say a prayer and everything before we're all done with it. And that was just the funniest. We didn't hold hands, I don't think.
No, we held hands. We were all shaking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I grabbed Dawn's hand, a mosquito flew right between them. We just killed it immediately. They were everywhere. They were all over our arms while we were...
Yeah. Well, no, it was before that. We end with the prayer, but we usually start with a highlight of the weekend and like a God moment or something along those lines. And we were trying to go around, and so we had to rush into that because the bugs started. So we stopped chilling and got into that meeting. And like, I just looked around at everyone during this, like saying their favorite and least favorite thing of the whole trip. And like everyone is like in the middle of like constantly moving, like in some way, whether it's their legs or their arms, or everyone just could not stand still. They look like summer. It looked like all of us were tweaking because we're being attacked by bugs. And it was like within 1 minute, there were 0 bugs, and then boom, everyone's getting bit twice at a time.
Yeah, I mean, that was what I would consider a swarm. I had never been attacked like that by mosquitoes. They were just like every time I would kill one, I would feel another one on me somewhere. It was just nonstop. I ended up just pacing around because I was like, can't touch me if I'm moving, which they still can.
That was the worst I think I've ever been attacked by bugs, and everyone was silent. It's like usually 1 or 2 people's getting bitten. It
was like a swarm moved through the pavilion where we were.
Yeah.
They came out. They got attracted to the light.
But yeah, that was really fun because I remember looking around and just like during the whole thing, I kept chuckling to myself because we all looked like a bunch of tweakers, and then we had to hold hands, which was also hard because we wanted to slap our legs. So like during the prayer, we're all dancing and
I started shaking arms. Like if I saw one on me, I'd just shake their arm vigorously, just like, get off me. But I didn't return back with too many, but I don't think I had any. None of them stayed on me long enough for there to be a bite. They were all just kept landing on it. What's this next one?
This one, I think you're gonna like this one. I named it Hotel Lights.
I can already tell where this is going, dude. It's like...
Why is there a light under the sink? Hans Zimmer's going to go ahead and get us with another copyright strike for this, by the way. Where do you get that wig, by the way?
I love that one.
Every hotel we've ever been in has
So many lights. It's why there's so many lights.
There's lights above the bed headboard. There's lights above the TV that you have to flip a different switch for.
It doesn't help that we bring our own lights with us too.
I know. Sometimes we'll set up these stairs and have a little
party lights.
Party lights is what we call them, but
yeah.
I love how he could do that with his eyes. I wish I could do that.
Is he doing that on purpose, or is that just what happens when his eyes get super wide?
That's a good question. I have no idea. It looks like it's something he has the ability to do because I don't remember it looking like that throughout the whole video.
Yeah.
I can only achieve that if I get like my phone camera and I put it like right here, and then I look away from the lens.
Yeah.
And even still, it's nowhere near as good as his.
Yeah, that's definitely like his eye just going lazy a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the ending to that just because that feels very like accurate.
Yeah.
I almost, whenever I go to hotels, I consistently like travel through time whenever I fall asleep.
Yeah.
I used to tell my dad that falling asleep would be like blinking. I don't know. You would just blink and the next day was here. It's like, where did all the time? I'm so tired right now.
Well, I feel like the joke here is that he spent all night turning out the lights, and then the sun was up by the time he got done turning them off. Which,
okay, I see.
At least that's what I got from it.
I thought it was just like he did all that just for him to lay down and then immediately wake up and it's time. Which it's the same thing.
Time to get to work. Dude. Yeah. Normally, when we wake up, the sun's not even up yet on these trips. Which
it's true. Even if it is, we're blacking out our hotel room.
That's very true.
This is not a thing to worry about.
It's actually the first thing we do when we get there is close the blinds, so that way it's like a little bit more mood lighting, and we don't. Every time we walk into the room,
someone's going to hear this and be like, they bring party lights and close the windows?
What are they doing in those rooms, dude? That's for us to know and for them to never find out about, dude.
That's art. That's for us.
All right. You got one here, don't you?
What's this guy?
What's this?
Okay.
What's the name of this one? I can't
Gaslit chicken sandwich.
Okay. Oh, nice. I like this guy already.
The one and only. The Joe is hungry. Big reveal.
Oh, yes. Dude.
The spin.
This guy's a star. Is that Mick?
I don't know what this is. Actually, I think it's Popeyes.
Okay.
I can't remember. He looks crazy.
Dude. Going crazy with that Susan.
He's not even done yet.
Dude, I am in love with this guy. Do you think he edits these, or do you think he has a guy?
I don't know, but he's got. This is a food review channel on YouTube. Hundreds of these.
Yeah.
This is exactly how he does every review.
This is what it looks like, and this is actually what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what they would have you believe it looks like.
Dude, just putting them on blast. I love it.
I like it. I love how the buildup feels like it's just for him to put them on blast almost.
It does. It absolutely does.
It's a review channel, so he just eats it. He just eats all this food, but like every one of these videos, he'll do this with the food. He'll cut it in half almost verbatim for what this video is, and then
where did you find this?
I found it on Twitter, but then I looked him up on YouTube and I found his channel. He's got lots of subscribers.
Did you cut it off before you actually bit the sandwich?
No, that's just how it was on. That's what made it even funnier, just because it's just like.
So he reviews the aesthetic of the food, not the actual.
He does eat the food, but they just didn't show it in the Twitter video.
Nice.
I almost like it more like this, how abrupt it is.
I do too. He's basically like 0 out of 10, not even going to bite it.
Also, another thing I noticed when I was watching this, look at the set, dude. It's just hundreds of pizza boxes on the wall.
I know. That's why I was asking if he edits this himself. It looks like he might. I mean, he's even got a little YouTube
that's how I found
award
him.
up there.
Oh.
You see it up there? That little
Oh yeah,
partner award or whatever.
It's 100,000.
Yeah, I bet, dude. This guy's a star.
Yeah, I found his name with the bottom right. It's
shout him out. What is it?
What is it? I can't even read that from here. Joe is hungry, I think.
Joe is hungry.
Let me see. Is that what that says?
Wasn't that hungry for this episode?
Yeah, he's got a lot of these videos. There was another one with it. Was this a Chick-fil-A sandwich? He's got tons of them. But the editing for each video is the exact same, where he does this Lazy Susan thing. He shows it. He deconstructs it. He cuts it in half. He reassembles it. Did you see the transition where after he cut it in half and showed the cross section, he put it back on the Lazy Susan and then clapped and it went back together?
No, I didn't. Where was that at? Let me get to it.
That one made me laugh so hard in the office.
Well, it's actually funny because not much changes other than there's not a slit in the middle of the sandwich anymore. Like when he claps his hands, it's just... Yeah, that's funny.
Joe is hungry. 166,000 subscribers with 643 videos. Almost all of them are like this.
Dude, shouts out, Joe. We're going to give you a little bump. He's going to get the DTMS bump.
Dude, Joe, if you're watching, give us a little comment.
Yeah, Joe, give us a comment. Tell us how bad you hate this episode. We'd love to have you on, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Probably not going to do any of this stuff, but we can review like some double cheeseburgers or something, a couple McDubs.
We got to figure out the editing tactics to this.
Dude, I couldn't tell you. It looks like it's more specific movements than it is editing, but that's a good one, dude. I like that one.
That sandwich looked horrible, by the way. I don't care about what my sandwich looked like, but if I got that, I would be more like kind of disappointed.
Yeah, because it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Not even close.
All right.
What do you got?
All right. This one, I'm having second thoughts about this one. This one's probably going to be pretty stupid. There we go. All right, little brain rot for you, okay? This one's called Mogging Fidgets.
New fidget. What do you think? Whoa! Very nice. Look at that. My mom got it for me yesterday. Good texture. That's silicone. And the color is something called polychromatic.
That's very cool, Jack. But that's nothing. Take a look at this. 8 sides with rubbable plastic, including one you can click like a pin. What do you think?
Nice. Jesus. That is really super. How did Nigger like you get so tasteful? I can't believe Tyler prefers Max's fidget to mine. Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Brian Tolbert's fidget. I traded the Lunchable for this.
Oh, dude. It's over.
Captain America themed. The tasteful scratch marks. Oh my god. It even spirals like an illusion. Something wrong, Jack? You're sweating.
That's it. So stupid. It's just like to the point of stupid where...
Yeah. I knew with the scene what he was copying, but the moment I saw that Captain America fidget, I was like, damn. That is a nice fidget, man. I understand.
Nice fidget.
I understand why he's doing this.
I mean, all the fidgets. I mean, my ADHD brain, I just wants to go push all those little buttons and spin all the little wheels. Big fan of, well, I guess not big fan. I'm a fan of the movie American Psycho, and this is what this is a shot for shot about, where they're all comparing their business cards.
That is great.
I'm pretty sure. All right. I got one more for you. It's a good on the way out the door. There's nothing really funny about it. Get out of town, dude. He's going nuts. Bro, get back to work.
I know. While I was, it's so funny you said that, because like in my head when we were watching that, I was like the one unemployed friend at 3 p.m.
They found so many different ways to make noises, though. It's like, how much practice?
That is crazy.
He's got to be doing it home, too.
Yeah.
He can't just be doing this in class, because that is a lecture hall or a really, really nice high school. So he's probably bringing some of his high school lunch skills to the university, if you ask me, is what it looks like. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
That was wild.
Can you do that?
No. Well, not like that.
That's all of my videos, dude. Our videos. You came with 3 of those. I did a bunch of crappy ones.
Yeah.
It was actually harder to find videos for you, who I send videos to all the time, because, like, you know,
that's why
I get your sense of humor. I was looking for them. I couldn't find crap that was good, so I ended up just going to my likes and finding a couple that I never sent you, and that's what I came up with. So
I like them. I like the what was the first one you sent? I think that might have been my favorite, or the first one you played.
First one, I can't move the car. Yeah, dude, I love a good rage bait, man. It's so funny watching people get worked up, and especially seeing him be a good sport at the end of it.
Yeah,
I really loved that he was like, "Jeez, man, you should be an actor."
Did he start that conversation with "That's my car," or did the dude just automatically assume?
He just assumed it was his car, and bro knew he made that assumption, so he did this thing, what I call truthing his way out, where he never said it's not my car. He just told the truth and said, I can't move that car. It's short. You want to run it back? We'll run it back one more time. Why not?
I can't get into my garage.
Look, I cannot move the car.
Why not?
Because I just can't move it.
Why can't you move it?
I just can't move it.
Well, listen, the cops are going to come. They're going to ticket it. And you're going to get towed. So it's either one of the other.
I cannot move that car.
Well, only because you don't want to, because you're going to be a prick about it.
Hey, why did you have to call me a prick?
Well, because dude, why don't you just be reasonable? You know it isn't right.
I cannot.
Why not just do the right thing? No, yeah, you can. You just don't fucking want to. You know, we're done here.
Hey, no. I'm playing. That's not my car.
Oh, we're fucking A, man. Jesus. Fucking A, man. You know what? You should be an actor.
There's just nothing I don't like about that video. I'm going to be honest with you.
I love the relief in his voice. Jesus.
He's getting so fired up. If he's anything like me, probably had a little bit of shake going because he's genuinely getting angry and he's trying to like conceal it. To do the right thing, man.
Yeah, he was getting flustered.
He was. Well, I think we're doing the right thing today, don't you?
Yeah.
By making a podcast, even though our boss isn't here.
We're trying
to facilitate.
To facilitate.
All right, dude. I got a couple ones, got to goes, and then we got to do the same. So I have no idea how long we've been recording. I really hope they're all still rolling. So let's just fly right through it. Okay, I got actors: Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Christian Bale, and Matthew McConaughey. One's got to go.
Leo, Brad, Matthew. What was the second?
Leo, Brad, Christian Bale, and Matthew McConaughey.
No Leo. I like Leo.
Yeah, he's got to stay. He's not going nowhere.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
I know. You can't get rid of him. He's not even like the best one here, but I can't bring myself to do it.
I think I might keep Brad.
Really?
Yeah.
You get rid of Batman, dude?
Yeah.
No, dude.
I'm trying to think of all the different movies with them in it and which ones I liked more. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Bullet Train, Fight Club.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Christian Bale is good, but he doesn't have as many spots in mind. I can think of American Psycho. Was he in what was the one? American Made?
I didn't see it if he was.
There's like a political movie that he's in, I thought. Maybe not.
The Big Short was kind of political. It's more financial. But,
yeah.
So Christian Bale, you think?
Yeah, those are some tough ones. But
I was going to say Brad Pitt, but you might have changed my mind. I really am going to miss Batman, though.
Yeah.
Because you lose Batman, then what else do you lose? You know? Yeah. That's the tough part. What else do you lose?
We are losing the movies that they're in.
Yeah, you lose everything.
Dude, you lose Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I know, that's why I can't do it now that I'm thinking about it. I won't lose it.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, it's staying. Bastards isn't going nowhere.
Yeah. So it'd probably be Bale for me. I just have to live without some Batman. That's the only real movie that he's in that I think that would be tough to live without. And there's a lot of Batman movies.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
I like the new Robert one. So
yeah,
it's not as good as The Dark Knight, but
like we are losing the best Batman I think that we have if we do that, but it's gonna have to go.
The city's safe.
Yeah. All right, actresses or lady actors, however you take it. Natalie Portman, Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, and Florence Pugh. One's got to go. I unfortunately know mine already. but I don't want to taint your answer.
Keep having you repeat them to me. Is Margot Robbie,
Natalie Portman, Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, and Florence Pugh.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't that suck? Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say. I just care too much about the movies that the other ones got. Emma's not going nowhere. Margot's not going nowhere.
Margot's not going anywhere for me, and Florence Pugh isn't going anywhere.
No, she's not either.
Florence, yeah, no. There's too many movies I like with her. There's a lot of movies with all of them.
Midsummer Alone is the reason I can't get rid of. I'm not getting rid of Florence.
But now you're getting rid of Annihilation.
I know. Isn't that a bummer? Mm-hmm. Dude, that soundtrack is probably one of the best cosmic horror soundtracks that I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Do we know who did that one?
I don't actually.
It's not Hans.
No, I should probably look it up, shouldn't I? Make sure we're not on dead air while I look this up.
All right. But yeah, no. There was. I'd probably pick Natalie just because I can't. There's Annihilation again. The only movie. Well, I guess there's. Yeah, I don't really care about the Marvel movies that she's in. So I don't think I saw Black Swan, even though that's such.
I did when I was way younger and way too young to understand it. So I have no idea what the metaphors are trying to say.
Yeah, we are getting rid of some Star Wars now. Now we're getting into some weeds.
Mm-hmm. Sucks to suck.
Yeah,
I don't like Star Wars, so
it's the first three, anyways.
Ben Salisbury and Geoff Barrow are the ones that did the music for Annihilation. I really thought it was going to be someone bigger than that. No, not to hate on those guys.
Yeah, who's those guys?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I have no idea.
Get bigger.
All right, last one. No one's going to care about you and me. YouTube Game Lords, Mr. Beast, Donkey, Tony Stadavici, and Penguin Zero.
I'd probably just do Mr. Beast.
You're getting rid of Mr. Beast, huh? I was really sure you were going to get rid of
Penguin.
Penguin, yeah.
Yeah, it would be between those two. The only difference that's between them is I actually watch Penguin every once in a while. I don't even watch Mr. Beast.
Yeah. He just makes too much stuff. He's kind of like the Marvel Universe to me. It's like, dude, I'm not watching any of this. I might like your story if you tell me there's a chance I could win $500,000.
Yeah, he's gotten so specific with his videos and stuff that like it doesn't even feel like it just doesn't feel natural or like genuine.
Yeah, it feels like he's just like
super produced.
Yeah,
everything is about maximizing clicks and viewability. So
I don't like Penguin's just a cynic. I feel like.
Yeah.
What's his name? Moist Critical or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that what he calls himself?
Yeah, his name's Charlie.
Charlie.
He's a no nonsense guy. I haven't seen any too crazy takes from him, but he's a very no nonsensical person. Mm-hmm. Things that would be like you just shove off, he gets pissed off on streams and stuff like that. So
I feel like he'd probably, because of that, it's more likely that when he has something nice to say about a game or whatever he's reviewing, it's like, oh wow, this must actually be good because he's so critical about everything.
Yeah, that is one of the things.
But he hates all the stuff I like, and I'm like, dude, screw off.
Yeah, dude, he didn't like the Last of Us game.
Yeah, he's probably like woke nonsense, female gay character. Get out of here.
It's funny because he loved the first one, and then he didn't like the second one. I can't remember the reason why.
I guarantee you, it's Joel. I guarantee you, it's because of what I had to say just now.
You think so?
I think it's because it was woke garbage, according to so many people. They actually couldn't turn off their monkey brains and just play the game and like enjoy the story for what it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't on the bandwagon when the game came out. I ended up getting into it like several years after the fact. So this is all old news by the time I got to it, that I found out so many people didn't like the game, and it's just made me lose so much more faith in humanity because just something you don't like about it and the whole thing's bad, huh?
Yeah. I like the game and I hadn't even played it.
Yeah, I know.
So
you just watched it.
Yeah, I watch people play. I don't remember playing the first one at some people's houses, but I never owned it.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is a pretty fun game. I grew up with Naughty Dog, specifically Uncharted. So like the game, it's like the same game almost, just a different story, characters, but like everything's the same. So like it just felt familiar when I played.
What did he, Donkey played Last of Us, and he ended up having like a good story arc or whatever, because he didn't like it at first. It's because of Uncharted and how much more things you could do.
Yeah.
He called Last of Us the world's first third-person strangler, because like most of the time you don't have bullets, so you're just looting and opening 1,000 filing cabinets, and you have no bullets, so you're probably just strangling people, and you see the same strangle animation every time. So I do get it. He had valid complaints, but when he came back to it and played it again, he gave it another another honest review, and he was like, even I can be wrong. And I just love when someone has the capacity to be able to admit, like, hey, I had a really whack opinion, and the truth is this is fire, and I was wrong. And there's something about that I just really love when someone can admit that they're wrong.
Yeah,
takes a big man.
I agree.
What do you think, dude?
I think we're good. I think we're ready to. We're probably be good to wrap it up if you're
ready.
A
little bow on this thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you came this week to see Andy, my sincerest apologies. He's not going to be here unless he sends me some kind of last minute clip or something. This is the podcast this week, so we hope you enjoyed. It's just the juice. We didn't have enough to talk about, so we just played a bunch of games. But thanks for tuning in if you did, and we will see you next time.